This is Anderson Penn's podcast episode 187 for Tuesday, April 5th, 2016. This is Brian.
This is Lisa.
This is the Anderson Penn's Radio Network.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa. Very nice.
Kind of sets the theme for the day.
It does. That's nice. I hit go and I'm just sitting there. So there's like a couple seconds of dead air right at the beginning.
Oh, I thought you were waiting for me to embarrass myself again.
No, I have
this time?
No, it was not. I have my windows overlapped a little too much, and I did not see the Hangout is live indicator. So
there's this really cool concept called close some of the damn windows.
No way, Jose.
Yes,
not doing that.
You do not need 412 different tabs open.
Okay, we should take a poll because I know I am. I know I am not alone. So
I know you are. I don't care.
I was talking about a week and a half ago with Aziz Asghari, and we were having a hangout on a nice Sunday afternoon, and I was at the office, and we were talking about it, and we're talking about having too many tabs open, and I counted at the time I had 33 tabs open in my Chrome browser.
That's how you guys spent your time, counting how many Chrome browsers you had open? Whatever. All right, whatever.
So here we are. Right now I've only got 15.
I can't believe that next week we're going to Atlanta.
We are. Next week
is Atlanta. Oh my God, we have to pack.
I got to get stuff done before then, before you can even pack. So,
thank you, Jesse.
Yes. See, someone's with me on this one.
I think Jesse's just mocking you by saying only 33 is newbie stuff. So yeah, next week we will talk about Atlanta. Oh my goodness.
We'll probably do it from the show, from the store too.
We probably will.
The store or the office, one of the two.
I will say that Atlanta is one of my favorite shows. We love Jimmy, we love Suzanne, we love the whole Janice, we love the family. Sherry's awesome. For us here in very cold bipolar weather, Wisconsin, it really means the beginning of spring.
Bipolar Wisconsin?
Wasn't it Saturday? What day was it that it was crazy? Saturday.
Pick a day.
It was whiteout conditions 1 minute, half an hour later,
it was Saturday.
It was sunny. Mm-hmm. We worked, and actually Chris and Steph worked, and we went in. What did we do?
Yes.
And when we were leaving the store, leaving the plaza, we walked out to the car, and it was like being in a tornado or a blizzard. The wind was that strong.
Yeah, it was nuts.
And then half an hour later, it was sunny, and it looked like you should have flowers growing. And then it was blizzarding, and then it was sunny, and then did it rain?
I don't know. I have no idea.
It was just crazy bipolar weather, and I'm sticking with it.
I think spring may be here because I saw my first classic car of the year today. Actually, you spotted it. That really nifty. What was it? Maybe a
I think it was a Dodge Dart.
65 Dodge Dart or something like Dodge Polara or something. I don't know.
That was classic.
It was a cool car, guys out there enjoying it. So anyway,
yeah.
But yeah, Atlanta, we get there. We don't have to worry about having a jacket. Usually last year there was still some snow there.
But that's okay because at least it's warmer.
Yeah.
And, some of it's relative. But then when we come back, it's only 2 weeks until May, which is something special is going on. What's going on?
Something special is going on. Yeah, you're getting a Mont Blanc and I'm getting an Omas.
I think that's special.
Going on.
6-year anniversary.
6 years, yeah.
And we still like each other. That's pretty impressive. Just saying.
We better.
We better. I think we get along better now that we don't have to share that tiny little office. But it was a growth experience.
Yes. Yeah, that was nice.
Yep.
So, what do we got this week? We got a little recap, or not a recap, but a follow-up.
Oh my God.
From last
week. It just
week's.
never gets old.
There's got to be a little humor in this industry. Last week we talked about the new Esterbrook M2 that was on Massdrop that subsequently the drop got closed, and then Massdrop just wiped it off the face of the earth, and all of the people who, I think there was 10 originally, they said that all 10 people, the drop was going to be honored and they were going to get their pens so that people could experience the M2 in the wild. And then they just canceled it all together. And we all went on our way and did our own thing. And then I noticed this, was this yesterday, Phil Olin's blog, Musings of a Geek, philolin.me is the web address. He posted a very, I love the title. It's great. A blog about the M2 situation, and he called it Fester Crook, the Modern Esterbrook. It's a great read. It'll take you 5 minutes to read it. It's just really quite a blog post. But apparently he got the call.
Oh my God! You know what, Phil, wherever you are, much love, because I have been on the receiving end of, was it 2 or 3 of those oh so joyous phone calls, and my prediction is that when Phil answered the phone and he realized who it was, the voice on the other end said, "Let me tell you what we're trying to do here," because that's all I kept hearing in between being bullied and harassed and harangued. Was, "Let me tell you what we're trying to do here." So
yeah, as Michelle says in the chat, Phil wins the internet today. I do
he
think
does. Absolutely. So Phil, big love from us, because been there, done that, and yeah.
He uses some really colorful words that we probably shouldn't even say on the podcast if we want to keep it rated PG-13.
Even I'll be good. But go read it. It was awesome. Read between the lines. But for me, what's still kind of sad and kind of funny is not, the Massdrop ended the drop, but then they sent a letter. Several friends emailed this email to me that Massdrop was completely canceling it, sending everybody a refund because the vendor had tried to have Massdrop take down all the negative comments, and they felt that there was really a gap or a disconnect between the vendor and Massdrop. And I mean, people, how bad does it have to be for Massdrop not just to end the drop, but to cancel it and remove you? That there are no words.
Yeah, we had a link to the drop actually in our show notes. And tonight I couldn't remember exactly when that happened. I went to go back to look at the show notes, and there was the link, and I clicked on it and it's gone. So yes, Phil, thumbs up. That's the shout out for the week. I'm just going to say it right off the bat. Thanks. And Phil mentioned me in the article. And
so why is it whenever people talk about your review, like I was there too?
Well, you were. Yes, I know. I did. So anyway, good stuff. Real good stuff. There's an update at the top, which is awesome. It's really good stuff. Really good stuff. So.
Yeah, Michelle's mentioning in the chat that a screen print of the Massdrop message is saved on Phil's website, and I'm never going to stop saying, how bad does it have to be for Massdrop to demolish you? That's pretty freaking bad.
Yeah, it's. I did officially offer in the comments of his blog post. I am offering $10 to take over ownership of the company. So that's 10 of my hard-earned dollars I will put up, and that's a formal offer. If he will accept it, then we'll do something with the company. So probably start by burning those pens. Would do. So
$10 of joint money. Shouldn't we have discussed this?
no. I've got $10 in my pocket right now.
Oh, all right.
Well, the name is worth $5.
That's true.
We can use those refills, those Yingling refills or whatever they are.
Isn't that a beer?
I think it's a beer. What was it? You were listening to the other day again. It was Young Lung or something? I don't know.
It was bad.
It was clearly an overseas refill. So,
Anyway,
anyway,
but not the pens.
not the pens. The pens are made in factories with which we have connections. Okay.
Okay, start.
We have good news. We have good, positive, very exciting news today.
Yeah, it's just been awesome.
It's been a
So
good
much
week.
awesomeness, and we can't even share half of it.
We can't share half of it. Yep.
No, I'll be good. That's it.
After Atlanta, I'm saying this right now. It's going to happen after Atlanta.
Yes.
So you don't want to miss. Well, actually, we should probably. Well, that's the post.
We'll see. We don't
We'll
know.
see. We don't know. There's big news. There's
Huge.
huge news. I mean, it doesn't fit in the
Huge.
screen. That's how big it is. But we have
We're getting there.
good news.
Yes. Phenomenal.
big news.
Awesome. It's in your pocket.
It's in my pocket. And I've got. You can't see it because I've got the thing there. But I've got 1, 2, 3. I've got 4 pens in my pocket. So it's one of those 4. If you didn't see it, Periscope yesterday, blog post came out today. It was in the mailer. So if you didn't see it, you don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just going to leave this up here for you. I've got an image here. We're going to talk about it. It's been a while. When's the last time we had a custom pen? Do you remember?
The Retro 51.
Oh, the retro,
Terabyte.
of course. Yeah, I mean, but how about this?
How about that?
This is
our pride and joy. We got to pick the color, and we worked with Sailor, and we love it. We're very proud of the color. We wanted something different, and we knew that it had to have matching section and matching end pieces, not the black like you find on most of the 1911 standards.
so for those people that are listening, I have no idea what we're talking about because they can't see the picture.
Oh man.
This is a brand new special edition Sailor 1911 standard 14 karat nib. We are officially calling the color slate blue. It's a very unique color. Rhodium trim. See, I've got another picture here. It's a unique color. There is no other pen this color, guaranteed.
It's funny. You hold it up to a gray pen and it's definitely blue. You hold it up to a light blue pen like a Robin's Egg blue and it looks kind of grayish, but it's definitely not gray. It's really unique.
It's a very, very cool color. I just find myself staring at this color the more I have it, and it's neat. It's a neat pen. Like you say, the 1911 standard's got a couple of options where the section and the bottom of the barrel and the top of the cap are black, and we chose to have that all color matching, like the maroon pen and the black, of course, is all one color. But
Right.
I'll give you one more shot here. This is a great shot. Give you an idea of the color.
It's just really pretty. It's definitely not Robin's Egg. It's not turquoise. It's not navy blue. It's a slate blue.
There is no
really
pen this
pretty.
color. I thought maybe there was like a Parker 51 that was close, but when I started pulling the 51s out of the case, no way. It's just.
That rhodium trim is definitely the better choice over gold for a blue pen. You got to do rhodium. What I like is that it's I consider it to be a unisex color. It's definitely not too girly, not too masculine. Everybody at the store's already signed up for one. It's just really pretty.
So it is available, all 7 standard nib options, and those are extra fine, fine, medium fine, probably one of the most popular options, medium, broad, zoom, and music, rhodium plated 14 karat nib. Of course, if you're new to Sailor, the nibs run fine. So if you like a fine nib, you can, a medium's pretty fine, but medium fine is in between fine and medium. So special edition, going to be probably less than 200. They are not numbered. It's not a limited, but
hey, there's Phil.
Hey, Phil's in the chat. You know what? Let's give Phil a round of applause. Wow, I needed a laugh today, and that was just.
Oh my God, it was awesome. And Phil, again, my sympathies for that phone call, because oh my God, been there, done that, and that's not pretty. So let's finish with the pen.
Yeah, let's finish with the pen. So what else do you want to say about it?
Well, what you're doing right now is pre-ordering. The pen will be in probably around September. Absolutely positively before Christmas, but they're estimating about 4 to 5 months. We just approved it, picked our nibs, and now they are just hunkered down making the pens. This is absolutely custom.
Yeah. So then we have had people ask, can we get it in a Rialo? Can we get it in large? It's 1911 standard only, 14 karat nibs. So, if it was a Rialo, it would be considerably more expensive. The nibs are set at the factory in Japan, so they're like a standard Sailor nib. They're not. I wouldn't ever consider them to be dry. So that's the big news of the week that we can share anyway, and we're pretty stoked. And like I said, we've got almost everybody at the stores has already got their order in. And, Dave wants one, and Chris wants one, and of course we're grabbing one each.
Yep.
So it's cool. We will have it in Atlanta. That's going to be awesome. We could show it off. It's going to pretty much stay close to the pocket.
Yes, it is.
Because we actually have to send, Sailor wants this pen back. So,
Well,
we'll give it back eventually.
Eventually, yeah. So, come on, Don.
Yeah.
Let me keep it. TJ in the chat wants to know when the Lamy Safari, the dark lilac, it was supposed to be early April. Then I heard it was coming into the States April 25th, but then that very same day, which was a couple days ago, apparently it's going to be coming into the States around the 11th, Monday. So they should be shipping out to retailers sometime next week.
Awesome.
Yep.
Getting a lot of traffic in the chat. We are going to try to bring the Sailor to Chicago. We should. I don't know when they're going to bring it back. They're going to ask for it, and then we're going to have to ship it. But we should have it with us in Chicago. It usually lives on my desk, but
what's up with that?
Well, I just want to. It needs to stay with the rest of the Sailors. So I've got 3 other ones in my pocket that I pulled out of that were kind of not in rotation, but anyway. So we're gonna as far as the nibs are concerned on those, we're gonna order what you want, and we're gonna try to sort out what nibs we get. So you can, if everybody orders a medium fine, then we're going to get, 100 medium fines. It's, or whatever, 200 or whatever number it is. So, but anyway, what else do we want to chat about?
Decimos are here. Oh, wait, did anybody hear me? The Decimos have arrived. I am so excited. Now, y'all know that I had the champagne. They were selling so quickly, I actually only picked up the red for myself. I'll get the blue and the lilac next time. But these are just great. I love these. I'm so excited.
You're gonna get the blue and lilac next time. The heck does that
Well, the
mean?
next time we place the order.
So I see. I got grief for picking my pen for the anniversary, which was significantly more expensive than the one that you got. And so I'm trying to like stack the deck here, and Lisa says, "No, give that to me," and she inked it up within
Oh,
like
yeah.
you didn't have it. You didn't have it 10 minutes, and you had it inked up. So, but I'm surprised you didn't want the other two right away.
You know, they were going so fast. I figured everybody else should have a chance.
Okay, well they're pretty. I'm glad they're in. The reds are nice. The burgundy red is a nice color. So, any other comments about that now that we have them in stock? Do you want to? The feel is just as good as before, just like the other one.
It's a great feel. The lacquer is great. The color is beautiful. I love that it's thinner. I have several of the regular, the newer Vanishing Points. I've got the Twilight. I've got the Copper. We've got a number of the old style faceted, which is closer to that. And this is, for me, for my hand, this is really just a perfect size. Not too big, not too small. Everything else is the same. This one, same nib. Now on this one, I did get the fine, and in the champagne, I have a medium. That's what came in it when we traded for it. Yeah, I'm thrilled. So now I have my pair.
Awesome. Well, there you go.
I know.
So next pen is mine, right?
No.
I think we just ordered it today. All right.
No, let's just say we placed a really big order today.
Anyway, cool. Glad they're in. They're fun. I think Steph even at the store wants to get one. It's kind of neat. She's quickly turning into a fountain pen aficionado.
Poor Steph. She got engaged just a couple months ago, and she's working hard, getting everything ready for the wedding. She and her fiance just moved in together, and now she's at the store tempted all the time.
She lost her first fountain pen.
I know.
We should talk about that sometime. That should be maybe for another podcast. Fountain pens we've lost.
I lost a Mont Blanc once.
What? All right, we're going to talk about this right now. After all these years together, I've never heard this story. You lost a Mont Blanc?
Yes.
I'm sorry. It's funny.
It was a ballpoint.
Well, okay. All right, then.
I was given a Mont Blanc ballpoint in the burgundy color, which I love.
Oh.
By a badly failed relationship person. Years and years and years ago, before the kids. And I loved it. I used it. I had it everywhere. I carried it with me. And not because it was a Mont Blanc, not because it was from whatever, but I just liked the pen. And I used it for everything. And then I couldn't find it one day. And I couldn't find it for years. And then I swear to God, this is a true story because only this stuff happens to me. So I was moving furniture and I went to move a bookcase, and it had, the bookcases that have like a lip. So and I tipped the bookcase to move it, and the pen fell out onto the carpet.
Oh.
And it occurred to me that I had used it to, mark the wall where I wanted to hang something, and I just put it down on top of the bookcase, probably just, when I was jumping down. I don't use chairs. I was probably on the side of the couch or whatever. And so I just left the ballpoint on top of the bookcase, and it just stayed there for years. Because who cleans the top of your bookcase? Come on, everybody. Nobody dusts up there. So it was there.
With a burgundy, and was it a Classique or was it a Legrand? Probably Classique.
That was a Classique.
163R for the technophobes there.
I later sold it.
Wow.
after I
And
found it.
how long was it on top of the bookshelf?
Probably a couple years. Seriously.
A couple
I
of
couldn't
years.
find it for a couple. It was definitely years because in Tampa, in my living room, I had bookcases that flanked the couch, and I had two couches, and I flipped the couches once in a while, but I didn't move the bookcases because that meant I had to take all the books off, and yeah, it just stayed on top of one of the bookcases.
I hope you got some money for it. The burgundies are hard to find.
Well, I sold it long before it was before you. I'm sorry. Because now I would have kept it, but I don't know. I think I used it for when child support didn't come 1 month or something.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well, that's a better story than mine. I mean, you told yours. I guess I might as well tell mine. I've only actually ever lost one pen, and it was such a bad experience because I had really worked to get this pen, and it was a very interesting pen. And to this day, I don't know what kind of pen it was. I think it's a Hero, but I'm not sure because Hero made a lot of pens, right? And I was in Duluth, Minnesota, and I was walking around to the antique stores, and this one place was supposed to be open at 9 o'clock. And I went there at 9 o'clock. They weren't open. I went there then I walked around to the next one. I came back at 9:30. They were still closed. And then I walked around, went to the next place, came back at 10 o'clock. They were still closed. I went back like 3-4 times. Come back. They finally opened up, and I had mentioned to the nice lady that I had been trying to get there all morning, and she was so apologetic that when I found this pen in the case, and it was all stainless steel pen, hooded nib, steel nib, really, really cool looking pen. In the original box, she gave me a deal I couldn't refuse. So I worked really hard to get this pen. I went back to this place 4 times, and I'm at a conference in Chicago, and I've got an hour break, and I just so happened to be about 2 blocks from where the Westin O'Hare is, where the Chicago Pen Show is. Used to be, yes, yeah, it used to be. It's not anymore, of course. So I'm familiar with the area, and I'm walking down the street, and there's about 6-lane traffic there.
Yeah, it's big.
It's big, and I'm crossing the street to get to the other side. I'm just gonna buzz down to McDonald's. I know, terrible way to have lunch, but you do what you got to do. And I've got the pen clipped into my polo, and I get my lunch. I run back to the conference. I sit down just in time to take notes. I pull the cap out of my shirt, and there's no pen. I still have the box and the cap for the pen, just in case I ever find it. So.
And every time we would go to the Westin and drive down that street, you would tell that story.
Okay, so you've heard it before, and we're going to move right along. Currently, it's not as interesting as I thought it was.
It is.
All right. Because yours is a Mont Blanc, and mine was a
no.
easier. All right.
No, I think.
All right, so Shocking Blue is back at the store.
Ackerman Ink is slowly being restocked. I think we're getting 8 or 9 huge boxes from Ackerman, and we've gotten a couple so far with more on the way. And you may have noticed that Ackerman is now available to purchase online.
So you should talk about that.
Really?
Well, no, I'm just no.
For the longest time, Ackerman was happy to sell to us, but they wanted to, since they were the ones who have it made and they had the bottle made, they wanted to be the only ones to sell it directly to consumers online. We could sell it in the store, we could sell it at shows. They just didn't want it to be able to be put in your cart and checked out. And we had it that way for a little while. They called us, and we made back end changes. And then recently we were in touch with each other, and we can put the bottles up online. But they prefer that the samples and the empty bottles not be online.
So
So
you
if
still
you've
got to
ever-
email or call for.
Yep.
samples.
If you've got a request, email us about samples or other things. But
We'll be happy to accommodate.
yep, absolutely. But the bottles are up on the site and shipping dozens of them every day. But Shocking Blue is back in. So if you are looking for it, now is the time, because we've got the Atlanta Pen Show. We've got Chicago 2 weeks later. And they go fast.
All right. And as if one sailor wasn't enough, I hate to put.
I didn't think it was coming in this soon.
Yeah, I'm just going to put this out there. Another 1911 standard sailor highlighter.
And
Um,
Brian's been eyeing this up. I didn't think that you would.
I didn't think so, but it's the whole package. It comes with, it comes in this very cool yellow box, yellow sleeve. It comes with a standard bottle of standard sailor bottle of highlighter ink, yellow highlighter ink.
Yes.
This is 1911 standard, 14 karat, rhodium plated nib, rhodium trim, music nib. Comes only with the music nib, of course, because that's how you're going to highlight stuff. Look at this thing. This thing is.
It's cool. Brian keeps looking at it, taking it out of the case,
and this is here's another view. This view, I mean, it's so cool because you can see the nib, you can see everything. I mean,
it's a great pen.
This is very limited. It's not a limited edition. It's just.
They're only bringing in so many.
Yeah.
Sort of like the Saibi Togi.
Yeah. So here's a shot of the nib. This is a really cool shot.
I think it's cool.
Beautiful, beautiful nib. Comes in a package, of course, with the ink. So, and the ink is available separately. So if you do like, highlighter ink, you can get it. But yeah, kind of. Yeah, we'll have this. We'll have this in Atlanta as well. So we have very few of these. There are very few in the country. So.
Yep, and it does come in a little set box. You can get in order to buy the pen, you get the pen and a bottle of ink. If you only want the ink, you can buy bottles of ink separately. But the pen does come in a little set. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, actually, I've got a picture of the box here. It's kind of cool. Let me see.
They do it right. They do their packaging right, and it's just the right amount of extra. Some companies are just so over the top with their packaging.
Yeah, here's the picture of the box. It's really. Oops, where did it go? All right.
Pen is cool, Brian. I think Brian's going to end up with one.
Yeah, I might. Yeah, so it comes in a nice yellow box. The inside, it's got room for the bottle. And so anyway, there it is. That's it's like double sailor news for the week.
The sailor highlighter's cool. I'm excited that Japan is releasing a few new things. Sometimes it's hard. For Pilot as well to get new things from Japan, but our slate blue is just killer. I think it should sit on my desk for a while.
Well, you want it on your desk, right?
Carrie, that's not funny. Carrie says that's the ink I have to use for a week. No, the deal is it has to be usable for all business, and I can't use a highlighter to write notes.
We'll revisit that the first day of summer, perhaps.
Yes, I think a seasonal.
Yeah, seasonal will be fine.
Yeah.
We were both ready to clean our pens out though. At the end of
yeah, I'm kind of nervous to see what you're gonna put in my pen next time.
No, it'll be good. It'll be good. On the blog this week, in addition to the aforementioned, we also have a little ditty on the Conquest Durgoff Ice Blue, which is kind of cool, and some pens you don't see every day. It's a sailor. Apparently, it's a sailor show. Sailor 1911 Standard Mach-E, which is a very unusual pen. Some cool patterns in that. So that's what's going on. What's going on here? So
Do you want to talk about anything that was in the mailer today?
YOL.
Sure.
Yeah, we got some. We bought up this stationery store late in the year, and
It just sounds a whole lot easier than it was.
yeah, it was not yeah, it wasn't fun. Anyway, there are some new old stock Yardled. So if you're a big Yardled fan,
These are pretty.
yeah, they're pretty. They're sterling silver, barley pattern, come with a little leather pack.
The
Nice
Viceroy
nice-
standard size.
Yeah, nice wood box.
Oh, it's a nice box, yeah, with a little latch, and yeah,
So.
it's pretty. And then we had some vintage Mont Blanc that we got up on the site.
Vintage 1980s, let's just say. Classique 144, as well as a couple of mechanical pencils. We actually had a gentleman looking at Mont Blanc mechanical pencils the other day in the store. So
No burgundy ballpoints.
no burgundy ballpoints. I might even keep that, for heaven's sakes. So.
Can we
Can you
talk about
Mont Blanc yet? Yeah, I don't know. Can we talk about that? I mean, it's kind of all over now.
It is. Mont Blanc? We haven't been. Yeah, it was April, wasn't it?
April 1st, they said. So
Okay.
I guess the cat's out of the bag. New Mont Blanc.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's the new anniversary edition, Rouge and Noir. It comes in. There are 3 different formats. This is a great pen. This is a piston filling pen. There's a limited edition, limited to 1901. Is that the number? 1901?
I think so.
I'm going to screw that up. 1901 pieces, chased ebonite. The pen's got, of course, the Mont Blanc logo on the top, but it's got a snake clip. It's very,
It's
very
so
cool.
cool.
They're coming in a standard black resin, and even cooler, a coral resin.
That's
with a snake
phenomenal.
clip. Yeah, they're really, really cool. The black's got a little bit of red on the top. So it's coming. We ordered it well before the first, so I would hope to see it any day now. But
We'll try to at least get the listing up so that you can call about it.
yeah, it's
Hopefully by the end of the weekend. We're just in the middle of a really big project at the moment.
so it's cool. The prices are reasonable, I think, for Mont Blanc. I mean,
We were surprised.
for what you get. It's significantly, it's in that Legrand range, 600-700 for the fountain pen, fine medium nibs only, and snakes on the nib. So yeah. So I guess they're all over Instagram. We're late to the party, but we don't have the pens, so I didn't want to talk about them. But we knew about them.
Once we get them, we will Periscope it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
We were really, I think, impressed with a lot of the new stuff. We got to see everything that's coming out between now and halfway into 2017.
January of 2017. Yeah, I mean, they have a catalog that's 3.5, 4 inches thick of new stuff.
And we were impressed with the pricing. Like, did you miss a 0 or is this missing a 1? Like, really? So we were very impressed with how reasonable some of the prices were.
Yeah, it's a nice looking pen. Piston filler, that clip, that nib,
too.
$700. It's it's not cheap, but for what you're getting, I think it's no more than any other limited edition that you're going to buy from any other brand. So, get past the snowcap thing. People need to get past that.
They're nice pens. We've been very impressed.
Yep.
And we do have a couple of the discontinued pens left too. The John Lennon, the Toscanini. Those are cool. And oh my God, those boxes they come in are huge.
Yowza. Yep.
Like, seriously, who thought that was a good idea? Oh, I guess the John Lennon, it's got the record.
Yeah, well, it's even still, they got to cut it down a little bit. Yeah, I guess they're on. They're all over There's pictures on Instagram. So anyway, yeah, that's those are coming.
Plus a lot of other stuff. There are some cool new inks coming out. I'm super excited about those. And yeah, a lot of cool new stuff.
But we're not really supposed to talk about it, but it is what it is. So
Wow.
we have some shout outs this week.
We do. Phil gets the big shout out for taking on the man.
Well, you gave the man more credit.
He's something. And, we don't give a shout out enough to everybody who works for us. And we've got people who work for us who live all over the world, all over the country. So a big, big shout out to everyone on our hardworking staff. For example, one of our full-timers, Chris, was gone for a week. And
man, I missed him when he was gone.
And everybody, it's just so awesome that we've got such a close-knit group that everybody just flows and fills in the gaps. Brian and I were down in the store a little, well, mostly Brian down in the store a little bit more, covering some of that. But, Steph's jumping in, Dave's managing everything, and we just have such a great staff.
Yep, they're good people. So
a big shout out to them.
All right. I guess anything else?
I think that's it. I've got product to get up on the site.
All right. Well, use your pens. Write to us. Anderson Pens, 10 East College Avenue, Suite 112A, Appleton, Wisconsin 54911.
Check us out on Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, Periscope, and whatever other social media there is as Anderson Pens. I don't even know anymore. I can't keep track.
Yeah, I know, right? There's Snapchat and all this other stuff. Come on, please. Blog is blog.andersonpens.com.
And the website is andersonpens.com.
Thanks so much for listening to our podcast. We will see you next week. Start getting ready for Atlanta, folks. Have a good night.